I'm Archie Luxury reporting to you live from Bangkok, Thailand, and today I've got a treat for you. We're just taking a taxi in and we're coming into the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. That's right, the Oriental Hotel of Bangkok, one of the foremost luxury hotels of the world there. And the Oriental Hotel itself there, it's got the title as the first hotel in Thailand. And I suspect before this hotel they did have lodgings and rooms you could go to. I can't believe that this is the first hotel in Thailand. I think they would have had rooms for rent years before this, decades before this, but it's probably the first, Western influence type hotel. And this is an amazing hotel. You turn up here and it smells of class. The beamers in the lobby, the luxury cars waiting, the attendants and the staff all waiting there, and it's just a very, very classy hotel. And it used to be the Oriental Hotel, but it's owned by the Mandarin Group. The Mandarin is the famous Hong Kong hotel, and now it's referred to as the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. So that's a little bit, everything's changing in this world, but the Mandarin Oriental Hotel, the first Western type hotel in Bangkok, absolutely amazing. And it's had a very, very interesting history. And it's something that I really wanted to see. When I came to Bangkok, that was on my to-do list, to see the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Even though we couldn't really afford to stay there, rooms are about 400 plus a night. It's something that at least you can come in and have a look and savor that environment. And if it's one of these things, we're hoping to go back for our 20th anniversary and stay at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. But it's expensive. I mean, you got two little rugrats with you. It's very, very dear. And I just earn lower middle class money, and the wife's a registered nurse. We're not on huge money, but it doesn't stop us coming and having a sticky beak at the Oriental Hotel. And the one thing about the Oriental, it's got a great little mini shopping complex. It's all upmarket, and they've got a fabulous Louis Vuitton store. When you pull up in your Mercedes or your BMW, you can see this wonderful tribute to travel and luxury living. And the Vuitton store there, I think it just sets the accent for the hotel just right. And beautifully displayed store, and it's got a beautiful lot of glass there, which is a little bit different to a lot of the Vuitton stores, but it's really, really quite beautiful to come in and have a look. And I mean, look, Archie would have loved to have stayed at the Oriental Hotel and had a 7 Series BMW at his beck and call and bought some hard case luggage there. But hey, that's just not my income group. I'd have to have sold my annual calendar to afforded that. But we can still have a look there. And the Vuitton store itself is fantastic. They've got a lot of interesting stuff there. And I saw a beautiful men's president in Tiger there. They had a beautiful president briefcase there, and they had some really, really, really interesting stuff there. And it's always good. I love looking at these luxury shops just to see how they've arranged things, what pieces they highlight, and it's just really nice to sap up that luxury environment. I mean, you go through the whole of Bangkok, it's a dirty city at times, and it's very colourful, and coming to these luxury stores here just highlights what a wealthy city Bangkok is. And it's just fabulous to see how the different parts. This is what makes Bangkok so interesting, is the fact that so many things are it's such extremities in Bangkok. Extreme poor, extreme rich, it's a happening place. And the thing about the Oriental I love is that it's got a very rich history, and that's part of the attraction to the Oriental Hotel itself there. And you know, there's a lot of new hotels coming up, but the Oriental is special there. The Mandarin Oriental, it's a 5-star hotel in Bangkok, and it's owned in part and managed by the Mandarin Oriental Hotel Group. And it's located on the banks of the Chao Phraya River. The original structure was the first hotel built in Thailand when it opened as the Oriental Hotel in 1879. Now the hotel is as I've said, it's one of the 2 flagship properties of the Mandarin Hotel, which is known for service, and it's constantly rated amongst the top hotels of the world there. And it's quite a magic place to see there. Some of the famous guests: Neil Armstrong, Lauren Bacall, George H.W. Bush, Jacques Chirac, the French president, Sean Connery, Mel Gibson, Audrey Hepburn, Mick Jagger, Henry Kissinger, Helmut Kohl, David Beckham, Niki Lauda, Sophie Loren, Richard Nixon, Princess Diana, Prince Charles, Omar Sharif, Elizabeth Taylor, Michael Jackson. I mean, the list of celebrities that have stayed at this hotel is just absolutely amazing. And it's just such a magnificent hotel. Interesting, I was looking into the history. I was making for making this video here, and one of the owners of the hotel at one stage was Jim Thompson. I really love Jim Thompson. He's that American businessman who revolutionized the silk industry, and he was a part owner at one stage. And I also forgot the Tsar Nicholas of Russia was also a guest in the hotel, and it's really quite amazing there. The history of the Oriental Hotel is amazing, and interestingly, in World War II, the hotel itself was leased to the Japanese army, and it served as an officers' mess. And it's quite interesting because this is something that you know, the history of the hotel is just such a rich tapestry of events. And the hotel itself there, it's quite interesting. It was during the Second World War, it was leased to the Japanese army, who, as I said, who had it as an officers' club. At the end of the war, it was used to house liberated Allied prisoners of war. And the sad thing is that they believed it was a Japanese property, and they ransacked the building, which is a bit sad to hear there. But they've they've certainly recreated. I suppose if they ransacked it, they would have had to recreate a lot of the things in the hotel, which is fair enough, I suppose. Just because the fan on the desk isn't the original 1930s General Electric fan, does it really matter? Well, it's just how it goes, I suppose. But at the end of the war, 6 people entered a partnership, each putting in $250 which was a lot of money after World War II, to buy the hotel. And it was badly run down. And the partnership consisted of Jermaine Kroll, Prince Banu, General Chai Pratip Anson, Port Saracen, a Thai lawyer, John Webster, and Jim Thompson. And Jim Thompson, being the architect, he was able to put his input into the hotel, and he later on sold out, but he sold his share out, but he did stay in the hotel. He stayed on in a residence at the hotel for some time, and it's really quite amazing the rich history that this property has there, and it's just amazing. If only the walls could talk. That's all I can say there. And the whole hotel itself has such a luxury feel to it there, and you look at the hard case luggage in the Vuitton shop, and you just think, oh my God, I'd love to buy a piece. And this is where the rich buy their stuff. You know, this is where people like Madonna and you know, famous celebrities would come in and stay in this sort of hotel there, and it's certainly not a cheap hotel, that's for sure. There, a basic room is about $430 US a night, so you know you're not looking at a cheap digs, that's for sure. But it's the part of the fun in staying in the Oriental is to savor that history. And the position on the river is you know, that's all original, and it's just to experience staying at the Oriental Hotel. I mean, you can spend a lot of money on staying at this hotel, but no one can take that experience away from you. And I certainly, you know, it's one of the things I'd like to do is to actually stay at this hotel. And if we've got any big whales who are watching who would like to donate a gift to Archie, a week at the Oriental Hotel would be fab. That's all I can say. That'd be absolutely fab. But you know, the Oriental Hotel, it's open. You can come in there and you know, enjoy it and appreciate what it is there. And we'll just go into the lobby there. Look at this lobby. My God, this is a hotel lobby. And no modern hotel can recreate the ambience and feeling of the Oriental. And that's something that is so special. It's such rich history. And you can't just, you know, put music through and it creates that ambience. This is an ambience created by being the premier hotel in Bangkok, and one of the leading hotels of the world. That's how it is there, and it's fabulous to just savor it and enjoy it there. And have a look at these, the way everything's done. Look at the cushions on the couch, the candles, the lighting. It's all done perfectly. Fresh flowers arranged on just in the lobby there, just to make every guest feel welcome and just to feel special. And that's partly the fun of staying at the Oriental Hotel. It's that attention to detail, that service excellence. That's what makes the whole experience so special. And you come into a hotel like this and you bring your kids, and Jesus Christ, sometimes, you know, you bring your little kids to these sort of places, you think to yourself, Jesus Christ, why did I take these kids on holidays with us? You know, please behave. And it's always very tough when you're traveling and you've got two monkeys with you who don't see the history or the romance to this sort of hotel. But you know, that's how it goes. That's how it goes there. And we're just going down now into the shopping area here of the hotel, and we just have a look at some of the very nice shops here. And if we go down further, there's a Jim Thompson. There's also some really exclusive leatherware shops and gift sort of shops here. Very expensive, but you know, impeccable goods. Really, really beautiful items for sale. And they've got some crocodile bags there. I think the price 187,000 baht. What's that? That's $5,000, which 5,000. It's not a brand name like Louis Vuitton, but it's a very beautifully made thing. And the Oriental Hotel is famous for its high tea, and you've got to book this, because we turned up and I said, oh, could we have some tea? And it didn't really go over too well. You know, they've got a set procedure. You've got to follow the procedure. Otherwise, you know, that's not what it is. It's not about just having a quick cup of tea here. This is a high tea. And I got the two rugrats in tow, so you know, maybe that didn't help there. But you're allowed to walk around and have a look. And I was very sneaky and cheeky how I just took photos on my my Nikon camera. So I think they got a little bit cheesed off with me taking so many photos, but I wanted to bring you this for my viewers. I wanted to show the viewers, what does the Oriental Hotel look like? What's it like to walk in there? That's what I've tried to do. I've tried to recreate this setting with my Nikon, and I don't like using video footage. That's very cheesy. I like using static photos just for the detail. And you could walk in here and have a look. And as I was mentioning, the Jim Thompson store is down here, and we're just walking in. This is the Jim Thompson store. Very, very sneaky. I took a couple of photos. Click, 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 click. Certainly not allowed to take photos in here, but I managed to do it. I got the wife to distract them a bit, and we bought a few things. I think that sort of helped. As long as you buy things, I think that sort of helps. But the Jim Thompson store at the Oriental Hotel is fantastic. Beautiful range. Surprisingly, I think the prices were a little bit cheaper than the other Jim Thompson store. That could have just been the stock there. We did get some souvenirs. We got an elephant. I got a tie. It was a really good store, and we had a great shopping experience at the Jim Thompson store at the Oriental Hotel. And the thing is, there was a lot of the high tea. I would have liked to have gone to the high tea, but I mean, I had the two Rugrats, and you know, you've got to book in advance, and it's just, you know, it just becomes too much hassle. But it's a place to come back to. And even the I think there were some Korean tourists. I think they were with Korean Airlines. They were snapping some photos too. So it made Archie feel a bit more at ease that you could actually take some pics there. And it's just magnificent to walk around here, savor the environment. These are the authors' rooms, and it's just amazing, And they had a little private study which we were able to go into, and I've taken a few photos there as well. What a study! Wouldn't you just like to, on a rainy day, curl up with a book, or, you know, go on YouTube and have a look at some of Archie's videos sitting in this sort of study? It's just magnificent. You can sit down and read and not be disturbed, and just contemplate life and all the other people who have sat in this room, famous authors who have sat in this room and enjoy the environment. And what a just magnificent, with a magnificent garden out the front, out the back there. And very Art Deco. Look at that General Electric fan. I don't know if it works, but it's a Art Deco clock. Just nice, just everything, all the attention to details, the little things that they've paid so much attention to detail for. And it's just superb. You just look here, you look at the wall. These are all famous authors, and you know, you're just in an environment that's special. It's something that a modern hotel can't create. I mean, you might have taller, you might have bigger, you might have larger, but the feel of this hotel is not about the newness. It's the history, and it's a fabulous place to stay. And I'm really looking forward to coming back and staying at the Oriental Hotel. It's an expensive thing. It's not cheap. This is not a cheap hotel, but it's really nice to savor it. And you know, we had a lot of fun there. We had a good holiday, and it's really good to see these sort of places. And the funny thing is that it doesn't cost anything to come and have a walk around. I mean, it's always nice, dress nicely for these sort of things. If you come in looking like a sexpat, they're gonna really give you the evil eye. But if you come in respectful and nice, you know, you can sneak through and get some snaps. That's what I can say there. And it's a great place. Look at the people. Prince Charles stayed here. The King of Thailand stayed here. It's a who's who of the world, and that's what this hotel is. It's just such a magnificent place to be, and to enjoy this sort of hotel. It's open to everyone. Just put on some nice clothes, and you can go and have a look at it. And let's have a look at some of the room rates for the Oriental Hotel there. For a superior room, which is a king bed for 2 people, 40 square meter room. It's got views of the river, partial views of the river. You're looking at 10,950 baht. What's that? That's about $330. The deluxe room is about 13,000 baht. That's about $400 a night. You've got the premier room. It's about the same. And then you've got the suites. The suites themselves there, the executive suite, you're looking at 23,000 baht. What's that? That's about $700 a night. You've got the author's suites. That'd be my pick. They're beautiful. 37,500 baht. So that's over $1,000 a night. Over $1,000 a night. And you know, sometimes it's good to stay at these fantastic type of hotels there. They've got the Royal Oriental Suite, 145,000 baht, which is about $5,000 a night. So they've got some magic. They've really got some magic suites at this hotel there, and you know, that's part and parcel of luxury travel. It's sometimes it's good to walk on the wild side and enjoy the life. And I've got to say, it's the Oriental Hotel itself there is one of the hotel wonders of the world there. It's just magnificent. And you know, sometimes it's not about the money. It's about the enjoyment that you get there. And let's have a look at some of the reviews on TripAdvisor. What does TripAdvisor say about this hotel? The best Mandarin in the chain. Of course, this is the best hotel in Bangkok, and with very good reasons. It's not only beautiful and elegant, but the service is friendly and really goes above and beyond. And another review there, still my favorite. The Oriental is still the best hotel in the world. Nowhere else can you have that feeling of old world without being stiff. The service is absolutely perfect. I don't know how they do it, but it's incredible. The smell of fresh flowers is everywhere, and the comfort absolute. There you go. And another review there, the best hotel in Bangkok. Decided to stay at the Oriental for a birthday celebration, and they didn't disappoint us with their flawless service and hospitality. As soon as we stepped into the hotel lobby, you felt like you were in an oasis. And there you go. That's just some of the reviews here. Another review, get pampered in Bangkok. This is a beautiful hotel with loads of character. Most importantly, the level of service is unlike anything I've ever experienced. And just glowing reviews, and I don't know what you can say there. It's one of the best hotels in the world, and I'm very pleased to bring you this video clip on the Oriental Hotel in Bangkok. I'm Archie Luxury, reporting from the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in Bangkok, Thailand.